Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. As always, it is appreciated, and today is the first official day that we have the Rx7. So first off, just in case, let me apologize if I'm not super energetic, even though, again, very excited to have this car. I am running on 20 to 30 minutes of sleep right now, somehow still awake, somehow still functioning, but Yaz wanted to take the car out. She's excited to drive her car, so I did some extra stuff last night just to get it ready, but it's still crazy to have this car here and be able to see it. So Yaz has not seen the car in person yet. Again, I got home at like 5 a.m. last night, did a bunch of stuff to get the car ready, woke up this morning, just put some fresh gas in it, went and got us some coffee because today is Wednesday, and every Wednesday I go and get Yaz and I coffee. We call it Coffee Wednesdays. So now that that's done, I hope she's gonna have a great day. I'm gonna go get her and get her reaction to seeing her car for the very first time. All right, first up, your coffee for Coffee Wednesdays, which you may end up regretting. Tell you what.
No cup holders?
Yeah, there's no cup
holders.
Oh my gosh. JDM car. All right, ready?
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
You've been waiting for.
I believe it's Mars.
I know.
Cute. You need to clean them, but...
Yeah. You love it? So she needs to head to work here in a minute. I'm gonna go through everything with her really quickly about just the basic stuff that she needs to know. Say if she does want to take the day or wait, and then go from there. And then later when she gets back, I will do the full walk around with you guys just to show you all the goodies that it has, some of the stuff that we do need to fix along the way, and just give you a rough idea of the car altogether. So I'll see you guys here in a bit. Dang, right-hand drive. Pretty girl, beautiful car, and you know how to parallel park? Will you marry me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Nice. Lucky me.
My car is amazing. Thank you.
He was like,
like
oh
it?
my gosh.
Do you like it is the question.
I love it.
Yeah?
I just need AC because I want to drive it every day.
Okay, well, first off, you can't drive it every day, but I know she's old, I know she's got her issues, but overall, good so far? Good. And now that the Rx7's pulled into the garage, I can fully show you guys all about the car, any issues that we have found so far, things that we are looking to fix, replace, anything like that, and why this was such a good deal for us to get. So we'll go ahead and start with the exterior of the car. Overall, pretty good condition. I don't know if this front bumper is the stock front bumper or it's aftermarket. It looks similar to the stock one, but there's like a handful of aftermarket ones that kind of look the same, honestly. But it does have this aftermarket lip. Again, the paint's not perfect, as you can see. There's like some paint chips there. We are missing one of the sprayers for the windshield, and then just overall, like, you know, she's an old car. There's some spots where it just like does not look ideal. Overall, the paint looks good. It doesn't look like it's been just roasting in the sun for the past like 30 years, but it's not perfect, and that's okay, because again, this car is literally as old as I am. I did notice when she was backing up that there's a bulb on this taillight that doesn't seem to be working. Also, there is a crack on the top of this taillight. Doesn't look fully secure either. This isn't the end of the world though. I'm sure we can find some extra taillights. If we can't, I've been making clear taillights in here anyways, for cars that like don't have clear options. So me and Jonathan would be able to make clear lenses for those, honestly pretty easy. How would you feel about clear tails? Like, do you think you would like them or not?
I have to see examples.
Okay, we'll find some. I think they look good. Granted, the black doesn't look bad because of like the black accents on it, but
I think
clears on this would go hard. With the color, yes, you said it at the same time. Yeah. As far as wheel goes, it doesn't have anything fancy. These are just some little NKs, and they're 17s, so a little bit small. However, it does have some really nice Michelin tires on it that all have a good tread, so that was nice to find. It does have an exhaust system on it already, and he actually also gave me the cat delete, which is awesome because I'm pretty sure with that, this car will sound amazing. It already sounds pretty good. It also has this rear diffuser, which doesn't look terrible. Yaz, I don't think is the biggest fan of it, but it's a Rocket Bunny style diffuser. The issue that I have with it is, one, they had to cut the rear bumper, which, I mean, I'm not opposed to doing that. My 350 has a bumper cut to fit its Rocket Bunny, but it's just like held on with screws on the side, and then there's like zip ties holding it there and on the license plate, so it's just not the best, and it doesn't like perfectly flow with the like body of the car, but I think maybe with some side splitters it might fit better. So not a huge thing to like get fixed, but eventually we'll either get that replaced or, you know, just at least make it look nicer. It also has this duckbill wing, which, as you know from the Q50 and the 350, I like my duckbills. However, this one is just like, it swoops way too high. Like when we were building one for the 280ZX, it was kind of the same thing. They had a bunch that swooped up too high, and we didn't want that. So we'll either get a different one. There was a guy at SEMA who made his own and actually looked really clean. So I might see if we can get one from him, or I've always liked the big wings on these cars. I think I convinced her to also do the same. So yeah, that might be something that we do in the... Moving on to the trunk, which working struts on a 30-year-old car, hell yeah. And honestly, if you look back here, everything for the most part looks really good. Like all these are actually in really good condition. They're not cracked, they're not broken, like they're not all scuffed up. Honestly, I didn't even really look at these that much when I bought the car, but these are all in pretty damn good condition. Same thing with the rest of the trunk. Honestly, all looks pretty good. And if you are new to the Rx7 world, then you don't know what this like intestine looking thing is. It is actually a Bose sound system, which is kind of crazy. I heard when I was doing some research that these are actually pretty hard to find. If you like do have the system, like people want every bit of it, like it's pretty hard to find. And this one has a whole system. Yaz was bumping in it already. She loves her music. She said it wasn't the greatest, right?
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
Yeah, but for a 30-year-old car, it's really interesting that this is the design that they chose, but cool that we have a system in this car.
It did get rid of the buzzing noise, though I couldn't hear it.
Okay, and the buzzing noise that she is referring to, we will go ahead and get in a second, is actually probably going to be one of the first things that I take care of on this car. And for the outside, both door handles work, everything else looks good out here. And this area is where things start looking a little more beat and worn out, but not too bad. Okay, so once we get to this part, it's not perfect. I'm assuming there's like a little cover that went here that would like cover this little change area, so we'll try and have to hunt. So we're gonna have to try and hunt that down. This part looks pretty good, honestly. Like it's a little loose, not too bad though. This isn't the greatest, the little switch for the windows. And last night when I bought the car, the windows were rolling down on this side, but as of this morning, that stopped. So I do need to get another one of these. Thankfully, they're only like 30 bucks on Amazon, so this is gonna be one of the first things that we buy. And then if you look over here, this plastic is lifting a little bit, so I'm gonna do what I can to try and get this to stick down more, and then kind of messed up here, which while doing, like generally if you're looking at a car, and especially one that's priced, you know, not like for $5,000, this kind of stuff would be really off-putting, but this is just Rx7 stuff. Like when watching videos and everything, people suggest like anytime you're opening or closing the door, like you do it from the inside or from here. Like you really don't want to pull on these plastics just because they are so old and they're just known to break. Sure you guys watch TJ Hunt. He's been on the channel multiple times, but there's a famous clip of him and Sabrina because they're getting in the car and she pulls on the door handle on the passenger side and it broke, and he's, you know, not upset but like whoa, and then she called it a piece of shit, and that like went super viral because of how much people love Rx7s. But unfortunately, like it is just the name of the game with these cars. These plastics are brittle, they're known to break, and it's just something that happens with these guys. So either we're gonna try and hunt down some different door cards, I don't know. Generally on a different car, I'd just say let's like wrap this in suede or do something like that. But as it's an Rx7 and it's kind of a classic car, I don't know if that's the route we're gonna go, but we'll figure something out for this. Okay, so as we move further into the car, it does come with this Momo steering wheel, which honestly is pretty cool. We are going to be changing the color relatively soon. I will get into that later. So this may come off. I'll probably end up just putting it on the wall where my other steering wheel is. But all the gauges are working. I think the only one that's not is the oil temp gauge, but or the oil pressure gauge. I'm not fully sure which one that is, but everything else is working. I think you guys saw it this morning, but pop-up headlights are working. The headlights themselves actually work. It does have this aftermarket stereo, which connected to Yaz's phone pretty easy this morning. This stuff's a little worn, not too bad, but again, if you look on top, there's no cracks in the dash, nothing like that. It's honestly kept really good. The only like broken piece, like a slight broken piece there, but normally on cars this old, like you got to worry about the dash being cracked and everything like that. And the fact that this isn't like that at all is a great sign. So hopefully you guys aren't already talking crap if you've seen the automatic shifter. It is auto. Granted, we would have preferred a standard, but the auto's not terrible, as Yaz is going to be driving it. She doesn't drive standard too often anyways, so it's good for her to have the auto. And they, like, performance wise, I think they used to have issues. There are stuff that we could buy for this to make it perform better and still be a performance car with the auto trans, which we are already looking into. We already have it written down and are going to be buying that sometime soon. But for the most part, all this looks good. This really isn't beaten down. We do have the kanji here, which is really cool to see. This guy is also pretty loose, so I'm going to have to try and find a way to secure that. But again, it's just Rx7 things, loose plastics. I want to find a way to get these secured and proper, just that way they're a little less brittle. But again, all this leather, the dash, everything else looks really good. Moving on to the engine bay, here's how we're looking with everything else. Also just noticed this, but this is not connected. So why I'm having a issue with the boost, and honestly that might just be my issue, is the coupling might just be loose and that needs to be taken care of.
Whenever it goes, it's just going right there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on here like that one.
But I love that we have the V-mounted intercooler. Probably get a different hood at some point that allows more airflow from there. And then can't see the turbos too well. They're, you know, tucked in there pretty heavy, but pretty cool to be able to look at this, know that we have a boosted car, hear the turbo spooling, because we haven't had a turbo car since the GTI. And no offense to the GTI, because I love the GTI, but this is much cooler.
I don't know what you mean. You can see the turbo right there. Just kidding.
Thankfully, she's smart enough. I don't gotta worry about her. And like,
I'm just kidding.
Freaking alternator. Now, the issues. If we turn the car on, quiet, all good. We do have a brake light that seems to be staying on no matter if the e-brake is actually up or not. So I gotta find a way to get that off. But the annoying kind of issue that we're running into is that beep that you hear does not shut off. That stays on all the time. But that noise is actually for like the coolant warning and the door chime. And if you like look into it, Rx7 owners generally just get rid of it altogether because it's like not necessary. But pretty simple fix just to get that beeping noise taken off. But right now the solution is just for Yes to turn the volume all the way up and completely drown it out. Besides that, how many miles does the car have and how many owners did it have? Technically, this is a like 3-owner car before us, but the guy that we bought it from really just bought it to sell it. That was the Japanese owner, a guy in California that owned it for a little bit, and then the guy that we bought it from, and then of course us. So not too many people that have owned this car, which is great because with a car like this, you don't want it to just be passed around. As far as the miles goes, it only has about 42,000 miles. You can actually run like Carfax like via Japan when they have to get their stuff done, and you can track it back, which I did, and you can see that that number matches up. The amount of kilometers that it has and when it was checked last in Japan and everything. I think the last time it was checked was like 2023, something like that in Japan, and the number was still really close. So unless it got here and someone just drove it for miles and miles and then turned it back, which I highly doubt and don't see happening at all, the car has really good mileage. So beautiful. Do you want to tell the people how much we actually bought the car for, or do you want to keep that a secret?
I don't know.
Well, it's up to you. Only reason why I'm thinking about saying it is because, again, we've been looking for an Rx7 for a while, and previously we were going to buy one that was listed for $38,000. Granted, it had a really nice body kit on it that cost like $4,000. Bride glitter back seats, was right-hand drive, but that one had, I want to say, like 80,000 miles. Yeah, it was about like 80,000 miles, and that one again was like $38,000, which pretty pricey, but it was nice as far as like the interior, the paint, Anything else, I don't know how good the rest of it was to like really compare it to this one, but just price rise and based off of all that, even if you take all those parts off to make it closer to this, you're still looking at like, you know, $32,000, $34,000 for that RX-7. And we paid much less. Again, the auto might take away from that. I don't know, like if the autos are looked down upon in the RX-7 community, we'll have to figure that out. But I'm super excited for this car. Again, huge shout out to my love. I am super proud of her. She has been working her ass off. Obviously, everything that we've built, we're a team. We support each other. We support each other's dreams. And she's been working really hard on the background and stuff to be able to buy herself this car, buy this car for us to work on together. And just, it's awesome to have a JDM legend in the car, to have a wife that's this fucking cool, that she didn't want, you know, your mom's minivan car. She didn't want a G-Wagon, which she does want a G-Wagon, but this is what she wanted. She wanted an old, dusty JDM car. Like, this is what she wanted, and that to me is amazing. It's part of the reason why I love her so much. So congrats, my love. I look forward to working on this beautiful beast with you. Now, with all that being said, we do have some plans. There's actually a roller wrap right there that we are probably going to be wrapping on this car. So pretty soon, probably leave the wheels for a bit, but we do have a couple other little bits and pieces that we want to throw on it, plus the wrap. Again, maybe the clear tails, just to help spice it up and like get it looking pretty damn good for not a lot of money. That wrap was initially supposed to go on the 280ZX, but now that she got this, she's completely abandoned the 280ZX. She never wanted it, you know, she hated it. She's always been in the background. She's always wanted this or something else. Poor Kali, just, I'm still gonna build that car beautifully. We may or may not sell it. We gotta figure that out, but we'll end up putting that a different color. So that color is gonna go on this car instead, which is gonna look really good. And then again, we got a couple other little mods that we're gonna throw on just appearance-wise. Also, if you're not already, she does have her own car page. Again, it was for the 280ZX. She's probably gonna start steering away from that a little bit and focus it more on the RX-7. I'll probably post a picture a time or two if she allows me to on my social media stuff, but definitely go give her a follow. I'll put her new @ up on the screen. Show her some love and follow the journey of this RX-7. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already. This is going to be a fun project we're gonna be working on. I am currently working on some stuff for the Q50. My 350Z is almost done. Now that she bought this, I can use this as leverage to buy my turbo kit or put the turbo in the 350. So still pushing to get that done. We got the 280ZX and, you know, all the other cars in the background. So stick with us. We appreciate sharing our lives with you guys. We appreciate all you that support me and the channel. We're not very big, but I love making content. I love sharing my life with you guys, and I love building cars. And now I get to build this beautiful RX-7 with my beautiful wife. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.